What up guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I make ackee without saltfish. It's super simple and super easy, so let's get started. Alright, we have our bell peppers here, red and green, and then we have a scallion and a yellow onion. I don't know why that was funny to me. And then I'm also going to be using just a little bit of a poblano pepper that I had left over in the fridge. And then this is the ackee that I'm using. Now my dad used to have an ackee tree in his backyard and he used to make it for me all the time, but we are using the cans today. That is the ingredients. It's only water, salt, and the ackee. So yeah, we're just gonna open them up and then we're actually going to drain all of the water out of them. You don't want much water left in it at all. So I'm using a strainer thingy, whatever you call it. I'm gonna place it in a bowl and set it aside and start prepping the veggies. So for the onions, I do slice them on the thinner side because my boyfriend isn't a big fan of onions. So as long as they're sliced thinly, he's okay with it. So I slice those on the thinner side, and then for the peppers, I mean, you could slice them thinly, you can slice them in between or thicker, however you like it. And once I got everything sliced up, I go ahead and cook the onions first. Just add a little oil and then add them to the pan. I cook the onions first because, again, my boyfriend isn't a big fan of onions, so I try to get them more on the translucent side, and also I don't mind them on the translucent side. I love cooking them this way as well. And once they're a bit translucent, I go ahead and add in the peppers. Give that a little mix. Add a little more oil if you need to, and then we're just gonna cover it up to let it get a little steamy for a few minutes. And now we're going to season it. I'm using Better Than Bouillon vegetable base. This stuff is amazing. It's amazing. If you haven't tried it yet, you need to get with the program because yeah, it's good stuff. So we're gonna add that in just a little bit for now, and then we're just gonna add in more seasoning as well. I have some onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, dried thyme, and pepper, black pepper. Gonna add that in, give it a little mix, and then we're also going to add just a pinch of salt. And then you're actually gonna turn it down a little bit and let it simmer while we cook up the plantains and the dumplings. So for the plantains, I was gonna get the pre-made ones, to be honest, but I was like, no, for YouTube, let's get them fresh. That was a mistake because these were not ripe enough for me, but anywho, I just sliced those up and then added them to the pan. Now you don't want to put too much oil, you don't want them drowning in oil, you just want it to be just enough to keep them from sticking to the pan. And then you're going to cook them on each side for about 4 to 5 minutes, and once they're done, you're going to remove them. And then for the dumplings, I actually found a recipe on YouTube. I'm gonna link her channel down below for you guys. I followed it step by step. These turned out amazing, like the perfect crispiness, the perfect fluffiness. They were really, really, really good. So definitely check out her channel if you want to achieve this right here. Now back to the peppers and onions. We are going to taste it to see if it's enough seasoning. I decided to put just a little bit more of the Better Than Bouillon, just a little bit. And once I did that, it was where I wanted it to be. And now the start of the show. It's super important to continue to drain it because look at all of that water that came from out of it. That would cause it to be mushy, and we don't want mushy ackee over here. And then you're just going to add it to the peppers and onions, and another way to avoid it from being mushy is to fold it in to the peppers and onions. You don't want to just go in and mix it, or else it's just going to turn into mush. Okay, so fold it in and then you're done. Now, you know me, I am all about presentation, so of course I had to plate it up nicely for my eyes and for your eyes as well. I also decided to add some avocado at the last minute, and let me tell you, the avocado with the ackee, perfection, delicioso. It was really, really, really good. And then of course, you gotta have it with a ting, you know what I mean? But yes guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my vibe, go ahead and subscribe. And if you give this recipe a try, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace, love, and happiness. Somebody bake the beans. Oh, you're not even showing. What is your problem? These weren't ripe enough, my dude. I like mine super sweet.